Walking this bitch with the drugs, walking the club, yeah, we cutting up. She offered me a perk, off her tongue, yeah, she fucked me up. She like, Vincent, can you tell me who you love? I'm like, what the fuck am I feeling? All I like is counting dubs and the money that's stacking up. Bitch, I like this money, like this green. You won't never catch me on the scene. I fuck with the geekers and the fiend. They said, how are you doing? Like, how are you moving? They wanna know my flow. How do you get all these bitches? I got all these bitches, they wanna see my hoes. All of these niggas some lame, these niggas some pussy, these niggas get fucking roasted. All of you niggas the same, you niggas some burgers, you niggas get Texas toasted. Visit taxes out, you talk to me.
I'm here.
Get fucking ghosted. I spend all this money and make it back like it's a fucking token. Nigga, I pay my dues, Phantom of the Black. Nigga, I'm fucking golden. Walking this bitch with the drugs, walking the club, yeah, we cutting up. She offered me a perk, off her tongue, yeah, she fucked me up. She like, Vincent, can you tell me who you love? I'm like, what the fuck am I feeling? All I like is counting dubs and the money that's stacking up. Bitch, I like this money, like this green. You won't never catch me on the scene. I fuck with the geekers and the fiend. I got you in the red dot with the beat.
Therapeutic.
Yeah, like, remember that? Like,
how are you doing? Like, how are you doing? They want to know my flow. How do you get all these bitches? I got all these bitches. They want to see my hoes.
I had like a 45-minute rant about how shitty Merlin was, and you were just laughing your ass off the entire time going, we needed this. This is cathartic as fuck.
You can get fucking ghosted. I spent all this money and make it back like it's a
out of
fucking
nowhere
token.
said,
They said, how are you doing? Like, how are you moving? They want to know my flow. How do you get all these bitches? I got all these bitches. They want to see my hoes. All of these niggas some lame, these niggas some pussy, these niggas get fucking roasted. All of you niggas the same, you niggas some burgers, you niggas get Texas toasted. Listen, taxes out, you talk to me, you can get fucking ghosted. I spent all this money and make it back like it's a fucking token. Nigga, I paid my dues, Phantom of the Black. Nigga, I'm fucking golden.
Nothing. I'm pissed. I was like, this man literally knew you didn't love him, and he did everything for you, and you willingly let him sacrifice himself so you could do some stupid plot where you're like you're upset.
Walking this bitch with the drugs, walking the club, yeah, we cutting up. She offered me a perk, off her tongue, yeah, she fucked me up. She like, Vincent, can you tell me who you love? I'm like, what the fuck am I feeling? All I like is counting dubs and the money that's stacking up. Bitch, I like this money, like this green.
Shit on my feed now, and that is
catch me on the scene.
I never have been.
It couldn't be me.
Yes, it is. It's
They said, how are you doing? Like, how are you moving? They wanna know my flow. How do you get all these bitches? I got all these bitches. They wanna see my hoes. All of these niggas some lame, these niggas some pussy, these niggas get fucking roasted. All of you niggas the same, you niggas some burgers, you niggas get Texas toasted. Listen, taxes out, you talk to me, you can get fucking ghosted. I spend all this money and make it back like it's a fucking token. Nigga, I pay my dues, Phantom of the Black. Nigga, I'm fucking golden.
I'm gone for 4 days. That's what I'm
She offered me a perk, off her tongue, yeah, she fucked me up. She like, Vincent, can you tell me who you love? I'm like, what the fuck am I feeling? All I like is counting dubs and the money that's stacking up. Bitch, I like this money, like this green. You will never catch me on the scene. I fuck with the geekers and the fiend. I got you in the red dot with the
what the fuck is doing tomorrow about it.
How do you get all these bitches? I got all these bitches, they wanna see my
Oh, you're talking about
all
how
these niggas some lazy, niggas some pussy, these niggas get fucking roasted. All these niggas the same, you niggas some burgers, you niggas get Texas toasted.
Yeah, I just played it for the first time.
You get fucking ghosted. I
A couple
spent all
weeks
this
ago.
money and make it back like it's a fucking token. They said, how are you doing? Like, how are you moving? They wanna know my flow. How do you get all these bitches? I got all these bitches, they wanna see my hoes. All of these niggas some lame, these niggas some pussy, these niggas get fucking roasted. All of you niggas the same, you niggas.
The screen. What it do? How's everyone doing? Can you hear everybody? How does everything sound? Let me know in the chat, you chatters.
You low.
I'm always
No,
low,
it's
man.
always soft spoken, man. I
Ah!
have 200% volume, and I still never can hear him.
Simi,
So.
he's got to put his mic down his throat again, like last time.
Oh, brother.
Do I really sound that low?
Yes.
Yes.
So often, man. You're like Morgan Freeman. I could fall asleep to your voice fucking every night, and I wouldn't understand a word you were saying.
That's not fair.
Oh God, please.
It's such a good mic too.
I think it's
Is
just
it?
how far away are you from your mic?
I am lean the fuck back. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna hold it in my. I'm gonna hold it in my hand.
Yeah,
There it
yeah.
is.
There
See,
it is.
that's what it is.
I
Yeah.
am definitely lean the fuck back. All right, I'm about to hold it like I'm a rapper. Call me Vince. All right, all right. Did my Discord do its job yet? No, it didn't. Why does it
No,
betray me?
I've had trouble with that too.
Why
The
does it
new
betray me?
Discord updates are fucking that up.
It doesn't like me because of my pigmentation.
Oh, is
Maybe.
that why?
I don't know. That's all I had. That's all I had. But all
That's
right.
what Orochimaru says. Orochimaru says it's like you all hate me because I'm literally white.
Isn't he like that man just snatching bodies.
Well, yeah, that might have something to do with
That's
it.
why you're the best character. You kidnap a kid off the street and put him under the knife and say, "Hey, how does jutsu work?" That's my goal. That's my goal. All right. Welcome to the second revisionist history. Today we'll be talking about the series of Naruto. Revisionist history for anybody who's new here. Basically, what we'll be doing is we'll kind of be going through completed manga that have a certain type of reputation and, the way people talk about it, and basically talk about whether we believe that that series deserves its reputation or not. We did Bleach already, and now we are here doing Naruto. How's everybody doing?
Hey, disclaimer: if you're a Naruto fan and you are a sensitive person, prepare to get up out of here because some feelings gonna get hurt.
He- he-
That's all I
I'm
gotta
gonna
say.
add to that. Pat was saying that nicely. I was gonna say it way worse.
I'm gonna try to be, you know, I'll do my best, but I
Fair
got a
and
lot of hate.
honest.
I got a lot of hate in my heart, but I'll do my best to rate it in what it is. But I'm telling you, when I get to that Obito guy, or any Uchiha, I'm not holding back. I hate all of them. Tomi Rama was right. I have no problem with him. Best Hokage. Let's
Aw,
get it.
that's
Oh,
crazy.
He was right, man. They got the chemical imbalance. They had to go. Okay.
the Nazis of Naruto. Let's go.
But all right. So first thing I'm gonna say, we're gonna start with some general discussion and stuff, and then we're gonna hop into some main topics. But yeah, how did you guys first start like not get into Naruto? Like, how did you first start it? Like, if you remember kind of your
Let
origin
me
story
start.
with
Let
it.
me start. Me. Let me start. Let me start.
Go ahead, brother.
This motherfucker.
Shit, man. Let me tell you. Shit. So one day I was chilling, you know, doing semi things. Then I exercise my exclusive younger sibling perk by entering my sister's room unprovoked, right?
Hmm.
And she was watching something, and I don't know what the fuck it was. I seen two little niggas beating the fucking brakes off each other. I said, "Yo, what in God's green earth is this?" I had no idea what the fuck I was looking at. And of course I wasn't no stranger to anime by now. Been looking at anime since I was in fucking pre-K. But this shit was not airing on no Cartoon Network. I know what the fuck this shit was. All
Hmm.
I see is two niggas fighting. I'm like, wow, this so crazy. So then she put the two episodes on my PSP. And the very first two episodes of Naruto I seen was Naruto versus Sasuke. And I used to watch that shit religiously.
Hmm.
I watch them two niggas fight over and over again every day until Cartoon Network put that shit on TV. Then I started looking at it on TV. That's my story.
Okay. What about you, Glam?
I
If
don't
you
even.
remember.
I think, honest to God, I think my intro. It's hard for me to remember this, but I think my intro to it was actually the Storm games before
Oh.
actually watching the anime or reading the manga.
Okay.
I think I had seen it in passing, but never knew what it was when I was much younger. But my actual introduction to it was actually playing the Storm games,
All right.
and then after that, I watched the anime once I had finished those. So I essentially spoiled myself on the whole series through the video game, which is a very roundabout way of doing it. I know, but
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
Do what you got to do. What about you, Griever?
Well, I knew about the manga, but I didn't like the art style.
Hmm.
So when I was reading, I was like, I was reading other series, and I was very critical. To this day, I try to get around that bias, but I'm very critical of an art style, even if it's a well drawn. If it doesn't vibe with me, then I'm like, I I, I don't get beyond the art style for the for the story and whether it's good or popular or not. And then I saw it, of course, like a lot of people did in the '90s. When we were having the Fox Kids and the Fox Box and shit. Things were
Good
still
days.
just getting outside of the 4 Kids dub, and anime was being dubbed outside of 4 Kids for the first time. And then we had like Naruto and Death Note and Gundam Seed and shit like that. And I was watching, and I watched a little bit of it, and then I was like, "No, this is some of the dumbest shit that I've ever seen in my life. I can't stand any of this." And the only reason I caught up with it around the end of the Payne arc in the manga or shortly thereafter. And the only reason I did it was because I didn't want to be that dude who said something sucked without actually experiencing it. So then I read, caught up to Naruto, followed the manga, never watched the anime again. Followed the manga to the end, and then said, "Yeah, no, I was right originally."
You said, all right. My first impressions were correct. What about you, Miles?
Uh, I remember this. I was 7 years old. Uh, I remember this specifically because I remember just always watching like occasional anime, like that would randomly come on, like Ultimate Muscle, or like Dragon Ball Z, or
Yeah.
Roni Kenshin. But I remember I had a friend that like used to read manga all the time, and I remember just being like in class, and he pulled out a DBZ thing of Vegeta decapitating Gildo. And I was like, "What is this?" And he's like, "This is anime." And then like the next week after on Toonami, Naruto came out, and that's when I literally just watched it from like the first episode all the way until like it's like basic end.
Okay. Pat?
Hey, so back in the day,
Today.
Hey, hey,
back in
hey.
the
Hey,
day
hey,
when I
hey.
when I was a youngin, I used to be on Toonami religiously watching anime, and at the time I used to be on the internet, and I seen Naruto on Newgrounds, and I didn't know what it was, but they had some games, so I was playing like the little RPG games that they had on there,
Oh no, I know where this is going.
and then one day Dragon Ball Z stopped airing on Toonami, so I was like, "Fuck, what I'm gonna do now?" And then and then they showed the trailer for Naruto. I was like, "This looks familiar," and I was like, "Oh, that's the game I used to play on the." Oh, okay, okay. So it came on Toonami. I started watching it, and I was hooked instantly. And I was like, "Wow, this is really, really, really good." Then I started getting the games, and I was like, "Wow, dare I say it? I might like this as much as Dragon Ball."
Hey, yo.
And then, well, we're gonna get to the rest when we get to it. But yeah, that's how I got into it.
I kind of got into Naruto around the same time I started like Bleach, One Piece, Hunter x Hunter and stuff. Like I was in that like Shonen Jump phase back when like the so that's what called scholastic spelling in Canada here, where you kind of would subscribe to certain things and you'd get like for like the school year you would get the Shonen Jump like mega volume thing like in Japan. So I usually just used to read like Dragon Ball and like the ones that I knew. But one time I just kind of went to the Naruto page and I thought it was looking kind of cool. And by then I already knew about the internet and whatnot, so I started watching it online. But it was crazy because I remember when saw it, I registered it back to like is that like orange guy I saw in that DON Battle Stadium game or something like that? I remember like kind of remembering who he was, and I kind of got into it. It's not really an interesting story. I just kind of started Naruto the same way I started some of the other major shonens, but it was definitely amongst one of my favorites for a long time. I was definitely the kid who put who put ankle weights around his ankles onto Rockley shit while I'm hooping, and then I got serious. I take them off. I was that kid, so I was doing all that
Did
kind of
you
nonsense.
wait? I got one question now.
Yeah.
Did you do the Naruto run, which is we all know is the Sonic run?
No,
But did you?
I've never really, I've done like ironically, I've never really done that run because I'm like, this is the most impractical way to run. Like I was a sprinter already, so I'm like, this is stupid. You cannot run like this. So I was never really doing that. But I was doing other stuff like hitting your second poles after I scored goals and shit. But I never really Naruto run like that. Not really. No.
Okay.
I definitely used
Just
to
check.
bite my finger and slap the paper though, and be like, Kuchiyose no
Oh
jutsu.
hell yeah!
So I did a lot of nonsense. I'm not gonna lie to you, but no, it was a good time. At the beginning with my friends, and then things changed over time, which we'll get into. But I was gonna ask you if you guys started with that anime and manga, but you guys specified that already, so we don't need to go into it. But what are kind of your first impressions when you got into it, just real quick? Because for me, I think I liked it more than everything else that I was experiencing at the time, or just as much, if anything. Like I liked it more than Hunter x
Same.
Hunter. Maybe
The same.
maybe yeah, it's okay. So everyone else.
I won't say I liked it more than anything else I was watching. Back then, I really can't name you an anime that I looked at and I was like, I'm not feeling this.
Okay.
Almost every single anime that I looked at back then, it resonated with me some way, shape, form, or capacity, or at least at the time being, anyways.
I would
And
also
I was just
co-sign what Timmy's saying too. I was very easy to please when I watched Naruto.
yeah, and shit, I was just looking at it, but again, my very first interaction was one of the best fights in the entire fucking series. So I was
That,
off the gas pack regardless.
that's fair.
For me, the games definitely played a huge part in why I liked it as much as I did. Because when it was airing on Toonami, my friends were like, "Yo," because this was around the time when YouTube first came. So
Watching in
they
three
were like,
parts.
you can watch it
A and
on
B's.
YouTube. Like,
Hmm.
yeah, like I was already watching anime on the internet, but like I didn't have like a consistent site. And then when YouTube came out, that changed everything. So it was like
Naruto get.
two things coming at the same time, like Naruto coming, YouTube coming. I could watch Naruto on YouTube, and then there was like, oh, you could also watch it in Japanese too. I was like, oh, so when Naruto was on YouTube, that was like my first exposure to like watching anime and sub. So it was like a lot of firsts for me at one time. And then I got the games on top of that too. So I had Ultimate Ninja. I'm playing that shit. I'm watching it on YouTube. I'm watching it on Toonami. Like it was like every day Naruto, every single day.
Okay. the my ear.
Yay!
Oni-chan.
I mean,
Peace, peace.
I mean, I guess yeah, same for me. It's like that.
Mojo
That's my
Mocha.
opener. You know what I mean? Everybody kind of has like their opener, I guess, into like the world of anime. I
Mhm.
guess that was just mine with Naruto. Like that was the first. Like I don't have like a comparative scale, I guess, because I got into Bleach and One Piece way, way later.
Okay. And by the way, speaking of the games, I definitely was a Clash of Ninja merchant. I love those games, man. The GameCube to the Wii ones, those are my favorite. I did like Ninja Storm, but not as much as everyone else did. I like Clash of Ninja more always. I thought it was better. It was
Them QTEs were hitting in Ninja Storm. I'm tell you what.
Hey, he
nah,
not
but
lying.
yeah, but like they got them little dinky punches. You see me talk about the impact. When I hit somebody in Clash of Ninja, and the screen shake and crunch, I feel good. Like it
Nah,
feels
hey,
good.
real quick. I remember back in the day, I'm in middle school and I've been watching Naruto for like 3, 4 years now. It's still one of my favorites. I go to my neighbor's house. He got a GameCube. I'm like, what games you got for this? He was like, hey, you be watching this? He pulled out Naruto Clash of Ninja 4 and it was in Japanese. I was
Now
like,
we
bro.
got the J God say the JP title.
he pulled out Naruto Gekito Ninja Tyson 4.
Yeah.
Bro, I see that shit. I was like, how you get this? It was like my mom just gave it to me one day.
Nigga,
Bro.
what?
what she know about that?
Continue? My mom? Bruh.
Oh
I don't
shoot.
even know where his mom was at, but man, I tell you, we was playing that shit for like my entire middle school years, 7th and 8th grade. Like, every day I was at his house. We were just playing that shit.
Mm.
All right, that game, Hall of Fame.
Now it was definitely dope when you can like go into the background and the foreground and whatnot. And listen, I actually remember some of those stuff because I don't know if you know this. Back in the day, I was a Neji stan, so I used to always hit them with that. It's futile, no matter what you do. I used to be hitting them with all of them shit. But their specials definitely went crazy in the QTEs. But like as I got more and more into fighting games, I hated shit that was too long like that. So I hated specials that were too over the top and too long. I'm trying to get back into the battle and beat your ass. So I needed the quicker specials. But yeah, I was definitely a classic ninja merchant, and I played all the Japanese ones too. So the one that never came out overseas, over here, I still played them all because there's them all over here where we put the straw hat on, you know what I'm saying? So it was a good time. Definitely had a lot of good memories with that. So what are some of our favorite characters? Some of your favorite characters in Naruto? You give me like three or four,
Okay.
three or whatever. I don't really care. You can just give me a couple that you really like and why, if you want.
We're
Uh,
skipping over
I'm
my
gonna start
first.
though. Wait, so wait, who didn't go? Who didn't go?
I didn't go.
My bad. Go. Go ahead.
uh,
And then
no,
answer your next
no,
question.
yeah, no big deal. I'll keep it brief. My big problem with the first impression of Naruto was when I was in like elementary school, it was cool to be into Dragon Ball Z and Sailor Moon and shit, right? You know, and
It was
because they
cool to
were
be
the
into.
new
Actually,
like
you know what? Cinema was never not cool to be into. Actually, all things considered. Sorry,
what
keep going. Keep
yeah
going.
but see all the kids were watching the same. We were watching YTV and Fox Kids in Canada, so everybody had the same channels, so that's what was on. Like you didn't really choose the shows. The TV station shows the shows for you. Pokemon was there,
That's
and
not. You're
the
not
stuff.
wrong. You're not wrong.
So like, I mean, you might not be into it, but nobody was making fun of you. Blah blah blah. By the time you got to about junior high, and Naruto came out and shit like that, or high school or whenever it was, um, and that shit, that's when you started to separate the groups, and there was like the weebs who would like fucking, before weebs were weebs, I guess, they would buy the headbands and wear them at school and fucking have the goth nails and shit, and they'd be really fucking weird. And like you sort of felt awkward, of course, because you're a teenager, for getting into anime and saying, well, I like Naruto too, because you didn't want to get, well, beat up or whatever it was, and shit. So my first impression of Naruto was all the fucking loser kids were into it, and it was really shitty to try to give it a chance, because it's like, we're
That's
not
so
kids
crazy.
anymore. They're weird Japanese cartoons, you know, typical high school shit or junior high shit. But yeah, so my first impression was Naruto was not good, because nobody knew what Kenshin was. Nobody knew what Inuyasha was. No one knew what Vision of Escaflowne was.
They know what
But
Inuyasha
everybody,
was. That's shocking to me. That was
yeah,
pretty
but
well
no,
known in my like space, I guess.
it wasn't. Well, in Nova Scotia, it wasn't. The big thing that was known was Dragon Ball Z and Pokemon, but those, when you were a kid, it was cool. Now, once you got older, and Yu-Gi-Oh, but
Hmm.
now once you got to like around high school, like anime wasn't cool anymore, and the only well-known one was Naruto at that point. Or it was, oh, I remember watching Dragon Ball Z, well, yeah, when I was 9, and so my experience before even trying to really watch Naruto was a piss poor experience of it. So yeah.
Okay.
But anyways, so moving on to favorite characters. Uh, do you want top three or something?
Yeah, I mean, you can
Wasn't
cut.
Naya gonna go first?
No,
No,
he asked, so you
Oh.
can go
you
first.
can go.
Yeah,
You go
yeah.
first.
Okay.
Just give me like three, whatever. You can
All
go
right.
as many as you want.
Orochimaru, Jiraiya, and Itachi.
Okay. I'm gonna hold on. I'm gonna speak on Orochimaru real quick. Why he's the best,
Sure.
even though I already did. Okay. Actually, just out of curiosity, was there a character you guys really liked at the very beginning, like part one-ish, and then they kind of like fizzled out for you, and you completely stopped liking them or stopped really caring about them? Like I was a Neji stan. Nothing you could tell me about Neji. Even he kind of came back like, look at him. He a Jonin. They not Jonin. They all tune in. He different, and he sucked. But I just stopped liking it. But just out of curiosity, 'cause I know some people were huge Gara fans, and when he came back, like not crazy. They're like, I don't know if I'm feeling it. I said that a lot with some of my friends. Just curious.
Yeah, we already named both of them. It was Neji and Gara.
Oh, okay.
Neji and Kakashi.
I personally liked
Kakashi.
Gara. I personally liked Gara being less crazy, because that for me that was good growth for him. But for me, it's actually Naruto is one I liked. Really,
Oh yeah, him
yeah,
too. But I mean,
yeah,
that goes without saying. We're
yeah.
we're gonna lay
No,
into him
no,
later on.
no, 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 it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
We're going to lay into him later on. So don't worry,
We
Glam.
don't talk
Yeah,
about that.
yeah.
Orochimaru, the type of nigga you just see you on the street and just throw you under the lab and put some shit into you, see what do and don't work, and kill you. Like he raw. That's a scientist. Okay, we don't need a we don't need all that morality. We just need to advance the jutsu. We need more jutsu, better jutsu. All right, more Geki Genkai. That's all we care about. We're not worried about all that morality and shit. Okay, so that's why my favorite. He was off putting, but I was kind of liked it, but I like Neji more. But Orochimaru I ended up liking like more overall.
You
Um,
always like those scientist characters, man. You always like those types.
yeah, man,
I noticed that.
I'm a scientist at heart, man, deep
There
down
you go.
in my soul.
Oh brother.
But okay, I hate anybody with a bowl cut. Bowl cuts are the worst haircuts of all time. But I like my guy. Honestly, I do. He got no swag.
Agreed.
He got the worst haircut ever, but he punch and kick good. So I've always I liked him. I like guy a
He
lot.
stared Madara in the face and basically went, "Come at me, bro,"
Yeah.
and it worked. It was great.
That's like kind of it. Like if you force me to like pick other people, I'd probably like Shikamaru or something. But like I like don't like anyone else. I'm not kidding.
So
That's
and that's
Okay.
that same boner I'm in. Like, yeah, I like Shikamaru too, but like top three. Like, of course, there'll always be a top and a least in anything. But when I look at the cast, I'm just so indifferent on all of these niggas,
hmm
man. I look
Mm.
back at this series, I'm just like, I'm. So I refuse to answer the question.
Jeez.
Oh shoot. All right. What about you? I wasn't Simi. What about you, Pat?
I mean, I have a list of characters that I like, but it's a pretty short list. Probably like
Aw.
7. If I had to give you 3, the 3 at the top would be Itachi, Minato, and Jiraiya. But as far as the rest of them goes, like Shikamaru would probably be like right after if I had to name another one.
Mm-hmm.
I like Guy a lot. I want to like Lee, but like Kishimoto don't like Lee, so why should I like him?
Facts.
Fucking who else? I think that's about it, honestly.
Short list for
Well,
everybody, huh?
Pat. Well, Pat, would you agree that? And I think Sarah was saying it too. Basically, like, there's not a lot of characters to love, but like, you don't really hate them. They're just sort of mediocre.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
Now
I
let's
don't hate
now
a
let's
lot of the
not go
characters
too
in
far
here.
because I hate that entire Uchiha clan. All of them some fucking bozos.
Oh
Each and
no,
every
no,
one of
I'm
them.
not. I'm not saying that.
Hatred.
But like,
agreed.
no, but
Hate.
for example, like everybody mentioned
Iki.
Shikamaru,
Hate.
or what
Hate.
about
Hate,
Ginyu? Like,
hate,
you got
hate.
and some of the Akatsuki, like and some of
I'm
the other,
I'm
like, that's what I'm saying.
I'm largely indifferent on the entire Akatsuki. I actually think Payne is a bozo and he's a loser.
So do I.
Um,
What?
Oh,
So do I.
yeah,
really?
So do I.
Wow.
I also think Deidara is a loser. Hidan is
Oh,
cool.
I hate
Kazuzu
that
is
bitch.
okay. I like Kisame, I guess.
Can
So
Yeah,
yeah,
someone
but
Kisame
please
is good.
answer? Listen,
now
I need to ask you a serious question. Is Dadara a man or a woman? Somebody tell me.
He's a
He's a
man.
man.
Okay, finally, after fucking 20 years, I've figured it out. Thank you.
and we're all canceled.
You could have
When I
And
Googled.
now,
You
question
could
it,
have
I'm like,
Googled that, bro. You could have
no,
fucking Googled. You could
I didn't want to. I wanted somebody to actually tell me, like, concrete, because I
I
was like,
never thought
well,
he was a girl, but nigga, listen to his voice.
no. But see, I didn't watch the anime. Remember, I told you that I didn't watch the anime.
Oh
So
shit! All
I
right,
was
all right, all
reading
right.
the manga, and I'm sitting there going, like, this dude looks like the one that was bitching at Sakura for Sasuke's affection's mother. So I have no fucking idea. You
Don't you
know,
see
I'm
him
like, is it a
topless?
homosexual guy? Is it a fucking girl? Is it a dude who just likes to be a little more? Yeah, I don't know. So
I'm pretty sure you see him topless though.
Yeah, isn't his like ultimate jutsu to like eat the clay in his chest? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
one
yeah,
of yeah.
listen,
right
I
before
had
he
to speed
exploded,
blitz
he was
about
topless.
700 chapters to get through something I didn't like to read. So
That's fair
yes,
enough.
I
some
feel.
shit fell by the wayside.
All right. What about you, Miles?
Uh, I have a lot. But I guess top 3 would be Pain, Jiraiya, and Gara.
that's why you reacted the way you
Yeah,
did.
and then I guess underneath I would have Shikamaru, Naruto, and Sasuke.
Shikamaru is
Don't
hard to
worry,
hate.
Miles.
I think he's hard to hate.
I'll tell you my reason.
I think Shikamaru's potentially his best written character.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
I think.
yeah,
I think he has the most complete arc.
Absolutely.
He does.
yeah.
Yeah, you do.
Or Orochimaru, actually. He's
That
got a
was the
pretty...
one time in Shippuden that
Uh,
I was not bored.
I would argue Orochimaru's is weird just because his ending seems kind of like
It's weird, but it's
soft
complete.
compared to like, I guess like no one like just cared. Like he just committed atrocities and like we're good. I mean, he did commit very much
Whoa,
more.
whoa, whoa! We're not adding Boruto shit into this.
Yeah,
No,
that's
no,
true.
but he's talking about like at the end of the series though.
Yeah.
Like they kind of just pardoned him.
Yeah,
Like, it
but
was
I
like,
mean,
all
if
right,
we
you're cool now.
yeah, but I mean, if we look at just Shikamaru, right? Like, he starts off as this lazy guy that whose whole goal was literally, I just want to get a wife, get some kids, and chill. That's it. Which is like a normal, like, kind of like enjoyable thing that anybody should probably want. He gets responsibility that he doesn't want, which is a tuning. He leads a team that he doesn't want. And then he goes on, fails his mission, and tries to become better for it. And then we see his progression throughout Shippuden, right? Which is his master dies, and then we see how that affects him. My only issue with the master dying part is that the anime does a far better job of explaining and showing how grief should be done rather than the manga with his moment with his father.
And that's
And that's
probably why I'm way bigger on um um that arc than the other two blacks in here, because Lord knows they was not being moved by that. I was though, but yeah, I looked at it through the anime. I actually didn't start reading the manga until after the Pain arc. So
Oh,
actually, I'm
wow.
kind of lying to you because I on off read a lot of arcs while the anime was airing on Cartoon Network, but the manga being my primary source for the series, like I didn't stop being an anime, only a anime dominant for Naruto until I would say, yeah, probably like after during the Hook and Pain arc.
Okay.
But continue.
Yeah, and then we see how that affects him. He matures more, and then we get an actual physical representative of him being okay with it when we see him face off against his master during the war. He takes over, his dad dies. His grief is shown that he can actually handle loss quickly and readily, which is when his dad dies, he's now the one that leads the entire war. Helps them, kind of rocks the Ten Tails quite a bit by like doing the earth signs, getting everybody to do things, and then he becomes the advisor to the Hokage, which is Naruto. Like it's a pretty good just actual thing. Like his is like there's no excess bullshit of like Naruto coming in and talking and doing this, or like having weird outside interference from other characters. It's he kind of just progresses at his own rate, and it just works.
I agree with
Naruto's real best friend, by the way.
Oh
I
yeah,
agree.
yeah. I actually agree with
Absolutely.
that. We actually agree with that. I actually really agree with that. Not that fucking
too.
idiot Sasuke. Idiot.
But I still like
Idiot.
Payne and Jiraiya more.
Mm,
But
Oh my
Shikamaru is
God.
really, really good.
okay.
Ooh, I got things to say about Gar later on. There's a lot of characters that are on my hit list. We're gonna get to that when we get to it. I'm salivating right now.
Well,
Pat is ready for the kill.
what about some of my favorite moments though? You have any favorite moments? Actually, I have a
Favorite
question before I get
moment.
into that, real quick. Because this is something that I didn't realize until Cindy brought it up. When he told me that, people are like, man, but part one of Naruto was good. And in my head, for some reason, I don't know why I did it. I equated half of part one of Naruto with almost half the series. I knew Shippuden was longer. But what is it, 700 chapters? If you had asked me, I would have told you part one was about 300. Or like
Nope, never,
250
not
or I don't
even
know, 300.
close.
Not even
Nope.
that.
That's just like 170 or something like that.
Son, I'm like, hold on. And this is the argument I always make. This is the argument I've been making against more ending or more ending greater than sign, more journey ass niggas too. How the hell are you gonna sit here and tell me that you enjoyed or disliked more than 50% of something, but because the end was good, it's good. Or because the end was bad, it was bad. Like, bro, part one Naruto, which doesn't fucking exist, by the way. Damn fucking Toei.
Yeah.
It's like it's not even it's like a sixth, maybe an eighth of the fucking series. So don't come in my face talking about, oh well, part 1 was good. So 1/8 out of 700 chapters being good make the whole thing good. Y'all lost your goddamn minds.
That's like when I think about it now, like that argument has been fucking terrible for years, and I used to let him slide sometimes. Like,
Well, I
oh,
do wanna
People
say
people
this.
like it.
It's
People
like
like it for the one
240.
moment.
It's like 30-ish%. It's like
People
it's
like it
240.
for the simple reason when Rockley dropped the gauntlet in the tuning exams. That's what everybody remembers as one of the big hype moments, and everyone loves the tuning exams. Not just that was like a hype moment in the tuning exams, but everyone thinks the tuning exams were so fucking long for some reason, and they weren't really in the manga. And everyone equates that as like part 1 Naruto tuning exams. It was awesome.
Shit, not me, but Joining Exams was a good arc. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah,
oh
it
yeah,
was
yeah,
You
yeah.
good.
know,
Like
you know why
I
it was
wasn't
good?
just sold, but
You know why it was good?
Oh,
Because he copied that nigga Togashi homework. That's why. Nigga was over here looking at the goddamn 100 exams. He was like, I can bite from this. What they do in the 100 exams? They went through the little forest and gone had to take the little thing from Hisoka, right? So what he do? Like, let me change this a little bit. Make it the forest of death instead. This nigga not slick, bro.
now
Then
are
they
we
had the little
allowed? Are
battle
we allowed to
royale.
mention fucking Togashi on here?
We are when it's time to slander Naruto.
Don't
I'm
worry.
not even gonna lie. I
Oh,
don't think I ever realized that till you just said that, Pat.
Bro, I'm trying to tell people.
even like I know that Nen and Chakra are based off something else, but even like with Chakra, sometimes I'm like, I don't know, dog. Especially when they're
yeah.
like the wind will slice the leaf, and if you're a water, I'm like, I don't know, dog. That's a
Bro,
little
the
that's a little too
structure
close
of
to
the
home
It's
for
so
me.
100
sad when
exams
everyone
is
bitches about Dragon Ball Z when Ki makes so much more fucking bullshit sense than all these other ones would really.
yeah, because you see Toriyama, he know what he doing. He keep it simple. He give you a
Yeah,
reason, then they fighting. This nigga
yeah,
Kishimoto, he a fucking hack. All he do
yeah.
is copy Togashi, and when he don't got any more material to copy off, he come up with some bullshit.
Oh man,
And Togashi don't even know what he's doing half the time.
He
but
know
I
what
have
he
to bring up
doing.
that
He
part
just
one
be
thing
lazy.
because I'm like.
Oh,
People used to be like, but at least part one's good. And I'm like, I mean, all right, I'll give you that. In my head, I'm like, yeah, that's like, 46% of the manga. No, it's not. Like, that's the worst argument ever. But that all being said, I do like part one more. That shit was so loud in my ear, it scared the fuck out of me. Jesus Christ. Thank you for the gifted sub. That scared the hell out of me. All right, some favorite moments in Naruto. Some of my favorite moments.
easy. I got the first one.
Go ahead.
Because even though I have a huge disdain and dislike for Naruto, I will not lie. When I was catching up to the manga, and I read from chapter 1, like even though I knew a lot about it and stuff, I read from chapter 1 all the way through and stuff. And the Jiraiya death moment and Naruto's reaction after the death, the pain and shit like that shit hit raw. I was younger at the time, but man, I'm not gonna lie, there was a little bit of wetness in these eyes. That's
Mhm.
all I'm gonna say.
Nah,
And I was
that's one
just
of
Wait,
the
hold on,
like,
hold
best
on, hold on, hold
moments
on.
I ever did.
I gotta address this because I tend to not like this argument because I think it's lazy. Um, King and he said if you want to use that, then every arc and every ability in media is copied. The basis of power systems aren't that complex. It's over 300 years. Niggas can only write so much, and I don't like that. I understand to some degree everything is derivative, and a lot of things have been done throughout the course of history. I get that, right? Like it's truly hard in a lot of ways to make something that's incredibly original. But the thing about it is, most of the most original stories are people who draw off their own life experiences and stuff like that. I always bring up Toriyama creating Frieza because the nigga don't like what is it, loan sharks or
I
landlords.
think
He's a
He
loan
thinks
shark.
he's like these are like the worst people in the universe to him. I don't know if he had a bad experience with with rent and shit like that back in the day, but he took his own personal life experience and put it into a fictional story. And to me, that is some of the most creative things you can do. Araki will travel the world, go to Egypt and study up. And
that's right.
nue fly and talk about that. To me, that's how you do it. A lot of times when people want me to look over their stories and work, you know what they do? Oh, my character, his name is this, and he got like a bit of Batman with a bit of Goku. I'm like, see, all you're gonna do right now is create something fucking lazy and uninspired. It's uninspired is really my problem, not that it takes inspiration from things that we've already seen before. So I do not agree with that argument. You can come up with
No,
something creative, and
that's
especially if you apply
copy.
things to your own life. Hold on, there's one comic book arc that I really like because that nigga talked about the fact that it was one class in in the 10th grade that he created an entire story arc of because he thought that class was so funny and shit, and he created an entire arc out of it. So, I can't give you that argument, bro. Anyways, back to the moments. I mean, I'll go then since no. What's moment that I
Was
like?
somebody in the middle going or not?
I don't know.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, Griever. Sorry, was it you, Griever? Who's going?
No, I was done. It was basically the Jiraiya's death moment. That even though I don't like Naruto a lot, it still hit me pretty hard. Maybe because I like Jiraiya as a character or something like that. And even though I don't like Naruto as a main character, as an MC, seeing the reactions of everybody suffering after the death of Jiraiya and knowing that it happened, like Kishimoto, for all his faults, took the time to give us a couple chapters showing the doom and gloom that happens after somebody who has touched so many lives dies. And once again, I was a lot younger when I read it, so maybe there's a little bit of that there, more emotional, whatever. But it, yeah, it that if you can make me cry, if you can make me laugh, you're doing a good comedy. If you can make me cry, you're doing a good drama. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, that was actually legitimately one of his best moments.
That was
And at that time, I
roasted.
still liked Naruto at that point, so that was still emotional for me when I saw his reaction to it.
I'll go.
That wasn't moving me.
But
Shit.
I want to say this part one is it's like 33%, so it's not like too little, but I understand the discrepancy. But with the
No.
moment,
That's not enough.
I think this isn't really a moment, but I do think Naruto has one of the best like runs, of time frames within like manga, which is, as Griever said, the start of Payne versus Jiraiya to Naruto versus Payne is one of the best back to back to back interesting fights and character interactions, where you start off with Jiraiya seeing his student and dying to Pain, right? Then we go to Sasuke versus Itachi.
Ass.
Then we go to
Best
Sasuke
fight in the
versus
series.
Killer
Cap.
then we go to Sasuke versus Killer B. And Sasuke versus Killer B is one of my favorite fights because
Because he got his ass fucked up. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Sorry, go ahead.
There's nothing better than when a cocky main character gets humbled. I've never seen someone get their ass beat twice in the same fight. Ever. I've never seen that. He lost twice in the same fight. Then we go to Pain versus Naruto, which is a
right there.
great. And
Oh, you said same
this
fight.
is great.
Okay.
I enjoy Pain versus Naruto because, in wise words of my friends, is Pain literally woke up and said, "I want to fuck up a village today." He pulled up to a village solo and absolutely destroyed it. And that's an insane feat.
Power scaling.
They have terrible
And I
Hokages
think
in
we
there.
have to respect that. I think that entire run is a very, very good run.
Nah, he's not wrong. I mean, the fight
did
itself
like
is
the
not the
Payne arc.
problem. Yeah, it's not the fight isn't the problem. It's what happens afterwards.
I
With
think
Revival?
I would argue
Yeah,
this.
it's
I would
the
argue the problem
post-Payne.
I have with Pain is the same problem I have with the end of Core with Kuvira. Think there comes a point in your conviction when you've crossed a certain line, like a certain threshold,
Exactly.
and there really is no turning back. Right? And my biggest issue with I think like obviously the talk no jutsu is just like you just didn't say anything convincing. Like what convinced him? Like I don't understand. Where he's like, you know what?
Not a
I'm
goddamn
gonna put
thing.
it in your hands, kill myself, and revive everybody else. I was wrong. Like what? Where?
That
Why?
man, he asked him a
I
legitimate
mean,
question.
he said, I don't
He
know,
said
but
in the
believe in me. I said,
future,
there's no fucking way that works.
he said in the future, when somebody who has been tormented by this shinobi world and it becomes a child of hatred seeks to unleash their hatred on the world, when somebody like that comes along again, because it's gonna happen, because it's the nature of the world that they live in, what are you going to do? Then nigga Naruto said, I don't know the answer to that question, but you're just gonna have to trust me. And he was just like, works for me. I'm
Yeah,
like,
and
yo, are you
there's no
fucking
basis.
serious?
Like it would be different. Like I agree, Pat. It would be way different if there was any level of proof that Naruto was trustworthy. Like he did one of those. Every single man will decide to save himself before his wife, and Naruto was the one to prove against the experiment. Like if he had shown something in the past that had made him doubt his idea on the world, then sure, maybe we can base him on the leap of faith. But there's no indication that Payne has ever seen Naruto be different than any other ninja. So why would he take a leap of faith on him?
So this is like definitely, I think, one of the most weird points in the series, and I think this is an issue of Kishimoto. He does this a lot, where this even happens in the war with Obito, where like they get Naruto in like a pinch, and Naruto actually doesn't know the answer, and instead of like rather like formulating a good answer and like seeing growth, we're really left with nothing.
Yep. Every
And
time.
I think the Pain thing is weird because this is how I see it. Kishimoto sets up all his villains the same way. And it's Naruto, Sasuke, and all the villains are the actual same character. They're all the same person. And it kind of reminds me, have you guys ever read like The Alchemist, like in school or whatever?
I had a English. What the fuck? I want to say why would I call it arc? What the fuck was this shit called in class?
Project.
Huh?
Literature,
No.
writing,
What did we call like arcs in class? What the fuck?
book report.
No.
No,
It'll come to me.
arcs
Keep
in
going.
class?
Keep going.
I
Keep
don't
going.
know what
Just
that
going. It'll
is.
come to me. It'll come to me.
Master?
Just keep going. Keep going. Just keep going.
I've read it though, but it's been a long time, so I
But
don't remember.
You did
what it is.
snippets.
okay, but you know that comp, like the thing of like where it's saying in The Alchemist, where it's the beginning of the journey is the easiest thing, right? It's like you get beginner's luck, right? Where it's like, oh, I got the job I wanted. Oh, I made the friend I wanted. But the more you go on your path of whatever you want, the harder everything gets exponentially. And it's like you'll almost never reach it. Like you have to have like some level of like conviction. Where it's everybody in Naruto was good, right? Everybody
Unit.
they
Sorry. Yes. Like oh yeah. This unit.
yeah.
We're doing the unit of this. Yeah. That's what I'm thinking of. Sorry. Keep going.
And everybody wanted, no one was really bad, like everybody wanted a good thing, and they all had extreme measures or like usually good intentions and way of going about it, and things switch. Naruto's supposed to be the indicator of, hey, this is the guy that will not turn back or will not, like, that will always continue on this set goal. And that's why everybody's supposed to look at Naruto and say, this is what I want it to become. And you kind of see that with Pain, where Naruto says the line and he remembers Jiraiya writing his book like with him, and it's like that line of like, I forget like what's your name, yada yada, and it's like, what do you want to be, like something of peace. Now, do I think that's a poorly execution way of him like reviving everybody? Yes, without a doubt. But like, I think it's just like Kishimoto's way of just like viewing everything is just so much different from like other mangakas and like their villains. So it's just a weird thing overall.
I get what he's trying to do. He just fucking sucks at it because the
sorry,
theme
but
of his
using-
series is
But
forgiveness.
Pat, can I just say one thing? I think using
Go ahead.
a theme to justify bad plot or bad characters is a poor argument to try and say why it's good or not.
That's what I'm saying. He fucking sucks at it. Like I understand the theme and like what he's trying to do here, but like the way he executed it's just so
You can
bad.
also not agree with the theme as well. That's the problem with using theme as a justification for a character and setting and plot.
Do you guys? So would you guys say that he handled the cycle of hatred poorly?
Terrible.
Yes.
We'll get to that. But okay,
Absolutely
but we'll get to
terrible.
that. But give me some more moments before we move on to the next thing.
I guess I'll go next. So this was like when the series flipped on its head for me. Like I was digging Naruto at first, but like I wasn't really like going crazy over it. But when the motherfucking uh, what was it? And the invasion of the hidden sand was over with, and the tuning exams was over. I was like, okay, Naruto is a pretty decent series. I'm liking it, bro. When this nigga pulled up to the Leaf Village in that black cloak with the red clouds, I was like, who the fuck is this? It fucking came in there. He pulled up his hat. He had a Sharingan. I was like, oh shit. They pull up, talk about some Itachi Uchiha. I was like, Uchiha? Is Sasuke brother? They say he wiped out the whole Uchiha clan. I'm like, bro, so it was him. Asuma and Kurenai over there fighting Kisame and Itachi. This dumb bitch Kurenai tried to trap Itachi in a genjutsu. He reversed that shit back on her like a fucking Uno card and was about to stab her ass, and Kakashi pull up. I'm like, oh shit. He just fighting in the middle of the streets? Like, what's going on? And next you know, Itachi closed his eyes. Kakashi like, hey, both of you, close your eyes. He opened it back up. That's he in a different dimension. Talking about I control time and space in this dimension. Every second will feel like an eternity. I'm going to stab you for 72 hours. I was like, bro, he was stabbing him for like a minute. Then next he said, now you got 71 hours, 59 minutes, and 59 seconds left. I was like, oh my fucking God. He just treated Kakashi like he was a child.
I would have quit being a ninja.
Yeah.
Bro, Kakashi dropped to his knees.
I need
I was
psychology
like,
for.
Kakashi, what
I need
happened?
therapy, bro.
He was like, 1 second you're talking to us, next thing you know, you're out of breath and you're on the floor. I was like, bro, what? It was like, so 72 hours in that world is just a couple moments here. I was like, bro, Sasuke want to beat him? No chance. It's not happening. It's never gonna happen. It's never happening. It's never happening. Then they pull up to where Naruto's staying at. They open the door. Naruto like, Sasuke? But wait, no. He's too big to be Sasuke. Sasuke pull up in the corridor. He started using Chidori, talk about something I've been trying to kill you all these years. He uses so much chakra, the fucking Chidori peeling the skin off his hand. He tried to hit Itachi with it. Itachi flicked that shit aside like it was flicking away paper clips. I was like, bro. Next thing you know, he just started beating the shit out of him. He said, you weak. Why are you weak? Because you lack hatred. And he used Tsukiyomi. I'm like, bro, oh my God. This nigga is the coldest nigga I've ever seen in my life.
Bruh. Son, not only was this a fantastic moment, but do you know how many memes this shit birthed in the anime? Oh my God. Fucking dynamic entry. This nigga guy looking at them in the freaking reflection of his headband. Freaking Itachi holding Sasuke by the neck. So many memes, bro. That shit. That entire fucking. Now go ahead, keep going.
No, at the I'm sorry, at the end, Jiraiya like, all right, I've seen enough. This nigga's getting his ass whooped too much. He trapped them inside the belly of a fire toad. He was like, there's no escape. Itachi and Kisame started running. That shit closed in on him. I was like, he said there's no escape. Jiraiya signing. So if he said there's no escape, there's no escape. Next thing you know, Itachi closed his eyes. He opened it back up. The scene cut away. You hear a loud boom. I'm like, bro, what the fuck happened? They go to the entrance. That shit bust open. It's black flames around the fucking entrance.
Fucking up that nigga's intestines and shit, bro. Like, ow. Come on, man.
I said, bro, this was a fire toad. He burned his way out. He's God. He's God.
You said he's God.
He's God. Like, there's nothing nobody could tell me. It was my favorite character from that moment on.
Yeah.
Talk about this fire will burn for 7 days. I said, there's just no way.
Shoot. That's funny as hell. I don't wanna lie to you. One of my favorite moments is when all the Jonin stopped Neji from charging at Hinata. He pissed her off with that. He's like, what the fuck? I'll fuck you up, man.
Yeah, that's
Yo, he washed me. There was no need. Like we know you're better. Like it's okay. I understand. Like I get what she said about you've been hurting. He's like, bitch. Don't you fucking talk about my internal emotion.
Okay, me turn.
Go ahead.
Shit, man, listen. Our very first introduction to Jinchuriki Chakra.
Ooh.
We fucking landed in a mist. We fighting Haku. Son, this fight's so raw to me. I don't know, man. Like, the amount of AMVs that this shit generated was crazy. But watching this shit, cause it's like, and of course, it's so funny because in hindsight, so many shonen series do this. But when I was looking at this back in fucking 5th grade or whenever the hell, or Cartoon Network, I'm like, dang, this really solidified that we fucking out of our league. Well, us little niggas anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Because Naruto Sasuke fighting one nigga. They doing everything in their power. Haku don't give a fuck. Nothing working. They got the fake shuriken. They doing tag team offense. Nothing working. Then Haku get the fucking get the fucking mirrors out. Turn Sasuke into a shish kebab. I said, that's it. It's over. We done. Then this nigga Naruto, he started getting angry. Get the red chakra. I said, what the fuck is that? His hair starts standing up, nigga. Teeth getting long. I'm like, yo, he transforming, bro. All skill out the window. He just punch and win, bro. I was off the gas.
No, it's funny because Haku's like, can't beat him. I'm done.
Nah,
Haku's like, I'm done. Can't win.
Nah, Haku had at least like 24 mirrors to just easily jump through. This nigga Naruto is literally just running and punching. Haku try to jump between the mirror. Nigga, oh my god. Only if y'all watch New Japan. He had the wrist control. He grabbed Haku by the wrist. I said, oh my god, it's over with. Punch one of the punches for the ages. Punch that nigga so hard. He went flying across the map.
No, wait. Not only that, he punched him through the ice mirror, bro.
Like, it was so gas. Mask come off. Yo, it's me. Type shit. He don't care. Boy, he don't give a fuck. It was so gas. Oh man. Then you got that Foreman Clash of Ninja 2. Stop playing games with me, boy. Bitch.
You got Aka in the first one. It was Kimi Naruto in the first one, I think. It was like Tarakan Sakashi was a secret character. Maybe you're right. Maybe there's two. I don't think it's been a while. It's been a while.
But damn, I said, yo, that entire arc is so fire. But that's easily my favorite. Cause like Kakashi versus Zabuza, like I honestly was impressed. I'm like, yo, it's Kakashi, man. Like we good. Even though I was really fuck with Zabuza too, and I'm a Buster Sword merchant. But I'm like, listen, this the adults fighting, we good. But it's two little niggas fighting a fucking. Well, how fucking old is Haku, anyways? Who fucking knows?
Was Haku? Was
He
Haku
was
like?
14.
Yeah,
14.
I thought it was 15.
He was like 2 or 3 years older than them at most.
But Haku was like in the thick of it, like for a while, I guess.
Yeah, so like he was just so much, this leagues beyond them, and it's like so Sakura over there just on the floor on her knees, useless bitch. But son, the real niggas risking their life. So that stage 2, just a big ass bridge. It's just everything was just so raw out there.
Simi brought up a really good point though that I realized about it's like the initial parts of Naruto. Despite even like Sasuke and those guys being strong, they haven't really properly risked their lives at ninja, and they had to overcome that hurdle. That I actually you reminded me of that. That's a good point. Like you know, you got your little Sharingan, little Uchiha blood, you talented, but you never really risk your life like that too. You know, so
Exactly. You
like
fighting real killers. Like not like the whole like freaking is this supposed to be a fucking C rank mission, S rank, but not you fighting real killers. They playing for keeps. Not no, I beat you, I'ma just tell you. No, we not leaving till somebody die. I'm like, oh my god. It was so good.
Yeah.
Kishimoto was in his freaking copy his homework bag deep. That shit was raw.
Yeah, I feel it. But I mean, I think it's a good segue to like favorite fights and abilities in general. Like, what's some of your favorite abilities and fights in Naruto? And then we can go up to the next thing. I'm gonna save the arcs for something else. I thought of something in my head, but yeah, favorite abilities and fights. If you have any, want to go into it. I'll start with one. Like, it's my favorite. I know it's not important. It's not being important. I really never knew. I'm not sure why Kishimoto did it, but I'm a Byakugan merchant, bro. I'm trying to see through bitches' shirts. Like, and like I need that. X-ray vision always raw. Like, listen, I really thought that cloud was gonna go crazy. I was so disappointed with what happened, but I always liked the Byakugan. I thought Byakugan was really cool. That's my favorite dojutsu in the series, personally speaking. I don't got anything else off the top of my head like that. The gates are cool. I think the gates are cool. I think it got a really big drawbacks. I wouldn't really use it like that, even if I could. But I like the gates. As for a favorite fight, like I'm gonna be very generic. I really do think Naruto and Sasuke versus Sasuke Part 1 is the best fight in the series. Like I know it's a very uninspired answer, but I'm sorry. It was like one of the few times. Like listen, I never really liked Naruto. I'll be honest. Rereading it, I realized that he was a much better character to me when he was kind of trying to prove himself. I already found him much more interesting at the very least, but I never really liked him.
That's why I always related to him. Like I was always small segue, but I was always a Naruto nigga over a Sasuke nigga. Everybody fearing over Sasuke, but I'm like, I don't relate to this nigga. Freaking, he a genius. He got it all. He from prestigious. I'm like, I don't relate to this nigga. I relate to that nigga over there. He want to do something. He get told no, you can't do that. Nigga, that's my life. Literally, word for word, bar for bar. I'm like, hold on. Shit, he living honestly, genuinely. He doing whatever, even though he's seen as the fucking problem child, right? But he really sad because them niggas treat him like an outcast. I'm like, hold on, I feel this loud knucklehead. I always gravitate to those characters way more as a youngin than them fucking dark brooding ass niggas. But
Yeah, I
that
feel that.
yeah,
But that fight is great. Is my favorite easily. If you had to give me like throw you a second fight that I liked. I actually don't like their second fight. Like at the end, I don't like it. I think it's not. I don't think it's very interesting.
It was
Um,
rushed.
I'm actually not a fan of Itachi versus Sasuke either.
You were
Um,
crazy.
but I like
Really?
I'm
huh?
no.
Oh,
You
that
know
shit
what?
was
Go
good.
ahead.
I listen.
oh, next anyways.
Maybe you guys could come up with good reasons for why you like it. I'm not gonna really fight on it. I remember like not really liking how even back when it first happened, I was like, like it wasn't like the worst or best fight. It's just like I guess for what it was supposed to be, maybe my expectations were too high. I'm not entirely sure, but
Don't worry, chat. I got y'all.
I like what Shikamaru does to Hidan in the forest, the Nara
Oh
clan
my god,
forest.
so gas.
That's probably my second favorite. Like I don't like Kasuma. I actually think he's a fucking clown. But I like how Shikamaru packed up Hidan. So just
He said,
put him
"I'm
in
your
there.
god now."
That shit was so raw. That was amazing to me. I like that. Those are my two favorite fights. Oh, one other ability I like is Kamui. I don't like Obito at all, but I like people who could phase in and out of like existence and shit like that. I've always liked it. It's a comic book thing that I've always liked too. So this is a carryover.
Kitty
But all
Pride head ass over here.
Yeah, me
right.
next. So, huh, I greatly adored Kisame's sword. I thought it was the coolest fucking thing ever. First of all, it's a fucking busted sword, so that's a raw off rip. Second of all, it's covered in bandages. I'm like, hold on,
You're right.
you bad?
Add weapons in there too because like the Tosca blade and Yantamir too. My bad. I didn't think about that. But good point. Good going, Sammy. My fault.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, bandages raw, swords raw. Add the two, it's doubly raw. Son, I'm like, and then finally, this shit eat chakra bread. Son, that was the coolest thing ever to me. And the fact that this nigga just got his head popped up by a double Larry, but anyways, yeah, his sword was so fucking raw to me. And
Didn't they call him a
no,
Jinchuriki without the tail, something like that, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
yes,
That's a raw title for him still. Keep going.
and yeah, freaking uh Rockley versus Kimi Maru is easily one of my favorite
Oh,
fights of shit. Probably of
stole
all
one of mine.
time, honestly.
Nah, he was
I
a
know.
Stole one of
killer,
mine.
bro. He was not.
That's what I have to go next because I don't see this fight getting nowhere near enough respect that it do. That
You
shit
don't.
was so. First of all, Kimi Maru raw, his design raw. Nigga fight with he bones. I'm like, nah, there's just no way. This nigga guard talk about yo, I wanna go help my. I mean, really talk about yo, I wanna go help my friends. Nigga, your leg, bro. He say it do not matter, son. He go fight this nigga. They got the classic stage, grassy field. I'm like, yo, let's go. We here. This nigga talking about some, yo, sorry, my bad. Hold up. I gotta take my medicine.
And Kiyomaru,
Nigga,
like
the
because he's
medicine.
dying and whatnot, like actually understood. He's like, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, he was like, all right, he got medicine to take. I'll wait.
He thinking medicine. No, it's sake. I'm like, what the fuck finna go on here? Like, I was laughing, but off the gas pack at the same time. This nigga fell asleep. Kimi Maru trying to stab him like some whack-a-mole shit. He keep rolling out of the way, bro. This shit is so gas. That fight was going so bananas. I don't care what nobody say. That's the only two good fights during that arc. That and Naruto versus Sasuke. The rest of them fights were not moving me.
I can't even
I
lie.
don't know
I
about
really
that,
hated the
but
fight with Neji and I want to say Kidomaru, the spider dude. First
yes,
of all,
that's his name.
spiders ick. Oh my god, I was freaking out. I hate spiders, bro. I used to have arachnophobia, but I'm like, bro, you're not keeping that fucking arrow so perfectly in the. Shut up, bro. It's not moving me. You're not doing that, bro. But anyways, keep going.
No, I was done. Shit.
Yeah, that's a good fight, bro. Anyone else with some fights? Reaver, give me one.
I actually really like the fight between Itachi and Sasuke at the end there. Well, not the end of the series, of course, but the main fight, right? Orochimaru pops out. There's a bunch of bullshit, but I think it's more about a story driven for once. There was some story. It wasn't so much about the fight as a fight. It was about the story driven elements of the fight and the reveal. Now, just because Sasuke took it like a little bitch and didn't do what he was supposed to fucking do, Itachi, it doesn't destroy what Itachi was trying to do with that fight. If you look at it from Itachi's POV, that was great storytelling, good raw. It's not his fault that his baby brother's a fucking moron, you know, and didn't listen to a fucking word he said or what his life was about. That's not Itachi's fault that his brother time after time was a fucking idiot. So I still love that fight. Actually, Naruto, for one thing, you can say a lot of faults about Naruto, but it has a lot of solid fights. I like Payne versus Naruto. I like fucking Gaara versus Rockley. I like Mike Guy versus. I like actually Madara versus like everybody. Was
Yes,
just like the fourth. Like, let's be honest, the last arc
that was the
sucked,
highlight
but
of
at
the
least
war. Yes.
there was some good shit going down. You know
Like
what I mean?
you look. I
So
say like I love seeing characters just see something and just lose all hope. Like
yeah.
he summoned a meteor. He's like, is this the power?
Yeah,
God.
and then
that
and
fell
then he
to his
summoned,
knees and
you
gave
want me to
up. He
summon
said, "We're
Drew?
done."
Yeah, he was flexing. Madara was flexing so fucking hard. He goes, "Oh, do you want all of my clones to use Susanoo while just while we're standing here? You know, just
Oh
make it
man.
interesting."
Mhm.
You know, he was just fucking flexing for the sake of motherfucking flexing, and I gotta
What's up,
respect the
fish stick?
man for doing. Listen, had they not brought in the Kaguya and all that bullshit, Madara as the final villain didn't actually bother me that much.
Neither did I. I thought it was fine.
I thought it was fine. Had they ended it on just Madara was the villain, I think I would like the series a little more.
Okay. Who didn't go? Miles, did you go? I'll see if you go. You go last,
No.
Pat.
What you said? The weapons, the abilities in the
Yeah.
fight.
Give me some of your favorite weapons, abilities, and fights,
Weapon. I mean,
or
all
jutsu or
jutsus
whatever. You
suck
know.
dick.
Mm.
My favorite jutsu is actually the summoning jutsu.
I'm not mad at that.
It's cool
I'm
as
not mad
fuck.
at that.
I think there's just nothing sweeter than like actually being able to summon like your own pet, especially because this is why I didn't like how no one else really utilized it. Jiraiya was actually doing combo moves with the toads and was actually going crazy, which I really appreciate.
Toad flame bomb.
Fight wise, yeah. Fight wise, I do want to give this. I just want to say I do think you guys were saying in the chat. I do think Naruto versus Neji is the worst fight in the series.
Oh yeah,
By far.
easily. It's not.
It's
I do
like
think
I.
it's
downright
also
It's
funny
terrible.
that
yeah, awful.
I was gonna say I think it's funny how Neji is a fan favorite character, but most of his fights aren't good, and it's not like he's in the series. So
Most.
like
Does
he's
he have a good
still
fight?
very
Honestly,
well
hold on.
loved.
Let me think.
No, he doesn't.
I don't
Neji's
think
a
he has a
fan
good fight,
favorite
bro.
character because he was no Neji was a fan favorite character because he was fucking right. Talent, and your birthright will always be stronger. Your hard work means fuck all,
It
and he
means
was
not
right.
a goddamn thing. Not a thing. If you ain't talented, you ain't gonna be shit. I'm sorry.
Exactly, and he was he wrong?
Nope. He was 100% right.
Exactly. So there you go.
Okay, I'm
But
not
keep
mad at
going, Miles.
Kuchiyose. Not mad at that.
You guys already kind of hit all like my favorite fights. I guess the only thing I would just say again then is just the Killer Bee versus Sasuke.
It
I
don't
don't.
matter. It don't
Oh
matter
I
if
don't
they
yeah,
think.
hit it.
fair.
Say your
I don't.
perspective.
Yeah, you
True.
might. Yeah.
But at least with the Killer Bee versus Sasuke fight, I don't like. There's just something about seeing Sasuke's
Konearu,
progression,
Bakayaru.
especially because this is like back in prime time where at this point Sasuke was actually I think very well hated at this point around that like beginning of
The
Shippuden
fandom.
stuff. Yeah, by the fandom. We're like we
He
see what he's
was.
doing. Naruto still stays. Yeah,
Oh
Nah,
shit.
he was. And
he was
in the
hated.
forums that I
Sasuke
was in,
people
they
loved
every
him for
time the
like
story
4 arcs.
shifted to Sasuke focus, people hated it.
That's interesting. I didn't
Yeah,
notice that, but keep going.
Sasuke. I'm pretty sure Sasuke was only well liked until like back in the war arc. Honestly,
Hmm.
because everybody just called Sasuke a whiny bitch. But
I called him a tool.
Well, that
you're
too.
not wrong.
Yeah.
But seeing him like gain all this arrogance and like shit on everybody, like he beat Didar, which was kind of dumb. He was beating
It was.
Sasuke. He beat Orochimaru. And then like he has his fight with his brother, which was humbling, but it's like he still technically got the dub, right? And then he comes in with all this confidence and gets absolutely beat the
Mollywopped.
fuck up.
I think it was flipping
I
and
have
dipping with the
never seen
blades.
someone come up with so much confidence, get their ass beat, get a heal mid fight, get their ass beat again, get another heal, and have a nigga make raps about you while beating your ass. That was absolutely insane to me.
Yeah. Not wrong. Not wrong.
Oh,
Let me
shit.
rap to
Oh
you
my
real quick.
God.
Let me rap to you.
Like that's why to me it was just like Sasuke basically rage quit with like Amaterasu, so it's like whatever, but like that to me was just great. I love that fight.
Okay.
And we got to see like an actual Jinsuke Riki like full potential, which I think was really cool to see.
I agree with
Instead of
that.
like
I agree
how
with that.
Naruto could like be. But yeah.
You kind of think about maybe if him and Karam, or at the time he didn't know his name, but he thought, maybe he could become like really more dangerous.
Yeah. And then I won't because I'm gonna let Pat handle the Itachi versus Sasuke thing, but I do want to say I think the beauty of the Itachi versus Sasuke fight is that I think it's the only fight in the series that had Genjutsu, Taijutsu, and Ninjutsu used at the highest level.
Stole my thunder. I was
That's
gonna
the
open
only
with
one that
that.
has all three. Oh, my bad. My
Nah,
bad.
but
I'll
this
let
is why
Pat.
we
I'll
need
give
to
it to
have you
Pat.
here though,
I'll
because
give it
you're
to
on the
Pat.
same wavelength.
All
Yeah,
right,
Pat's
tag him
my
in.
idol.
Tag
So
him in. Tag him in.
he just hit me with the baton pass. I wasn't expecting it, but I ain't drop it, so I'm coming in. This was the fight that everybody was looking forward to, cause Sasuke, he beat Orochimaru, he beat Deidara, he done leveled up. So now it's time for him to fight the big bad. And we ain't seen Itachi fight since before the time skip. So we're over here thinking like, okay, we still have that impression left in our minds. Like the last time he stepped to this nigga, he got his ass whooped. So how's this gonna go? And nigga Itachi was like, Sasuke, you've gotten big. What do your eyes see now? And then he was like, my eyes see you dead at my feet. I'm like, talking kind of big. I like this. And then Itachi was like, you see my body lying at your feet, dead? All right. So they open up the fight. They start off with like some genjutsu, going back and forth. The nigga Sasuke thought he stabbed Itachi. Itachi like, look over there. And then he's like, nah, it was genjutsu. But Sasuke's like, nah, I ain't a little kid no more. We just been standing in the same spot all this time. I seen through it. I'm like, all right. We start off with a genjutsu. Then what they do? They start pulling out the ninja tools. Start throwing them. They summoning more ninja tools while they throwing them at each other. I'm like, all right, we going off to a good start. Then the ninja tools is doing nothing. So they move in, they start fighting. Taijutsu. Sasuke got the upper hand in that. Itachi kind of rusty, ain't been fighting in a while. They back up. Both of them do hand signs at the same time. Fire style, fireball jutsu. Sasuke leveled up in his ninjutsu. I'm like, oh, shit. Sasuke looked like he got the upper hand. Hold on. Then what Itachi do? He closed his eyes, open them back up. Amaterasu. I'm like, bro. Sasuke running for his life. Then Itachi pinned him up against a wall. He tell him why he needed Sasuke alive all this time. Because he needed his eyes so he could have the eternal Sharingan. He tried to trap him in the Tsukiyomi. What does Sasuke do? He used his curse mark to break out the Tsukiyomi so he could boost his chakra. They get to the rooftop. They fighting some more. Then Sasuke used dragon flame jutsu in the roof. It start raining. After it start raining, what Sasuke do? He used Kirin. He said, be gone with the thunderclap. Boom! Crush this nigga under some lightning. I'm like, holy shit. This nigga Sasuke just beat Itachi. Itachi, get back up. I'm like, bruh, he not dead after he just got struck with lightning? He was like, this is the final technique of the Mangekyo Sharingan. It's a Susanoo. That's the first time we ever seen Susanoo. Sasuke chakra spent. He don't got nothing left. He like, fuck, what I'ma do? He tried to use the curse mark, but since he don't got no chakra left, the curse mark backfired. Then what happened? Orochimaru come out.
The realest nigga in
I'm
the
like,
series.
oh shit. Orochimaru here. And
Give
he
me
not
that
just here, he
body.
in his Hydra form.
Give me
His
that
8
body.
heads of the snake. The nigga
He's
running his
ready to
fucking
take
mouth.
it.
He
His
talking about something, I'm ready
opportunity.
to take your body, Itachi. What Itachi do? Stab him with the Tosca blade and seal him up.
The Totsuka
I'm
blade
like,
is utter bullshit. I just gotta say that real quick.
Sozy.
Yeah, but
bro.
but I really
You
like
can
because
say it's raw,
Pat's gonna
whatever,
go
but
off.
the move is utter bullshit. It is
Oh no,
clearly a
but
plot
but
device.
Pat's gonna go. Pat's still gonna go off raw on this. I just need to interject with that one because that Itachi was expecting that the entire time. He knew how
Yes,
Sasuke
this
got to
is
this
what he
point.
wanted.
He knew Orochimaru was waiting for the opportunity, so he came up with a countermeasure. This man was predicting the predictions in a chess game before the chess match even started.
He
I
was
don't think
playing
it's bullshit. This
5D
man knew.
chess.
No, I'm saying the ability is bullshit, not the.
I mean, I understand that, but it's still like in line with like the Japanese mythology of like the Yada mirror, and then like you have
Yeah,
Amaterasu,
I mean both the
Tsukiyomi, all
moves are
that stuff.
fucking are bullshit. But go ahead.
Hey man,
Because
it
I'm
is
just
what it
because
is.
no other Susanoo got like special shit like that except for Kakashi's. and that was
Ashu, did the
also-
right Kage fight? I forgot. I don't think about that nigga at all. Fuck.
And now that shit when Itachi fucking used Susanoo, that was like one of the most hype moments in the entire series for me because I was like,
Never seen.
we
Susanoo
already
before.
seen Tsukiyomi, we've seen Amaterasu, so we didn't know what the last ability was gonna look like. And then this shit was basically a fucking Ninja Gundam. That shit was raw. And then the other fight that I wanted to spotlight was Madara versus the Five Kage because
Yep.
they were fucking doing everything they could to take him down. And Madara was like, I've been dead for so long. I come back, and this is what I come back to. Y'all niggas weaker than when we was fucking being shinobi. He was so unimpressed. That shit was crazy. Then they pulled out the fucking shadow clones, and it was like, y'all could fight these. Y'all not worthy of fighting me. And he was like, oh, do y'all want my fucking shadow clones to use Susanoo as well? I was like, bro. I was like, bro.
I think
He's actually fucking
I think
ridiculous.
that stuff was well built up too. I would say that the Madara was well built up throughout.
Yes.
The mythos of Madara was well built up throughout the course of the series. So by the time you saw the real one and he was doing that, it actually was totally okay for him to flex like that. I'm gonna
And
say that.
the last thing, real quick, before I'm done, because I know I've been talking for a while, was when Sasuke pulled up at the Five Kage Summit arc,
Talk about it.
he made me a believer.
The worst arc.
He made me a believer because at the time I wasn't feeling Sasuke, but when I saw this nigga, I was like, he acting totally different. First off, he pull up in the meeting upside down, looking down at all of them with the eyes of a murderer, ready to kill all the fucking Kage over there. The right Kage mad as shit because he don't know that his stupid ass brother on vacation and faked his death. So he over here going on a warpath trying to get at Sasuke. Gaara pull up trying to hit Sasuke with some stupid bullshit talking about some you have to let go of the hatred in you. You have somebody that cares for you talking about Naruto. Sasuke, man, I don't want to hear that shit.
That's not
I'm
moving
here to
me.
fucking catch bodies. Then they go try to fight the Raikage. The Raikage was like, I know this nigga got his ass whooped by my brother. So what makes him think he could fight me? Like this nigga was offended that Sasuke thought he was on his level. Nigga fucking
Should love that moment. It was like,
he was
dude,
about to backhand Sasuke.
my brother kicked
Sasuke,
your ass. Why the fuck are you trying to roll up on me right now?
bro, he tried to backhand Sasuke. Sasuke used Amaterasu as a shield. That nigga was like, is this shit supposed to stop me? He hit that nigga
Is
anyway.
that supposed to intimidate, fucker? You child?
He hit him anyway. I was like, bro, he's insane. The nigga grabbed Sasuke, and what he do? He Batista bought this man, bro. I couldn't believe this shit. That nigga Sasuke had to use the Susanoo ribcage to break the fall. He was like, oh, that wasn't enough? That nigga tried to hit him with the Liger bomb. I was like, bruh. Like, he was going crazy.
You know, at the beginning of this podcast, everyone said that we were going to be a bunch of. It's like, oh, there's a bunch of Naruto haters, but everyone just needs to listen to Pat fucking talk for the last 20 minutes, and we actually kind of like Naruto in a lot of respects.
I mean,
Right.
no series like is like most series aren't bad from top to bottom. Like I always give credit
No,
where
of
credit is
course
due, and if I
not.
like something, I like something. But I mean, overall, like
I know it's funny,
I know,
but
I know
Pat
what you're
came
saying.
in here at the beginning of the podcast, talk us back like, "Oh, we're about to go down.
Bro,
We're
we
about
haven't
to
even
end
got to
this
some
all
of the
dark."
real shit
We
yet.
are,
We are.
I know, but
We're
it's
just
funny.
softening the blow.
See, listen,
we are in
All
shallow
Pat is
waters
about
right
to
now.
praise it.
We have not gone deep yet.
I'm going to bed.
All right, brother.
Sadly, unfortunately, I must return to the proverbial hamster wheel. However,
Mhm.
my spirit shall live on through the hatred that my brother shared with me for this shitty ass manga. Kishimoto will not prosper as long as we draw breath. So when
Absolutely
that
not.
time comes, I will be sleeping peacefully because I know that there will be slander back in the air. And with that, I bid y'all adieu.
Good night,
I'll
brother.
see y'all later.
Later.
Good night, brother.
All
Thanks,
right.
bro.
Good night, bro.
Okay. So before we start to really dive into like the misconception about the series and whatnot, what would you say is your
Okay.
favorite and least favorite thing about Naruto? If you could pinpoint one thing of each. I only want one. I don't want a list. One of each. Favorite
Yeah, I
and
can
least
go.
favorite thing. Go ahead.
Favorite thing. Naruto's one of the few series in which we actually have always seen his training and progression on screen. It has never been skipped over. We see him learn chakra control. We see him do the stepping on trees, the stepping on water. We see him do the Rasengan. Yeah, he has a 2-year skip, but the only thing he ever learns over that's just like the basics again, and he gets like a bigger Rasengan.
That's what
We
I
see
said.
him learn.
It's like you came back with big Rasengan. You trash.
Yeah, but then we
Where'd you go?
Rasengan. We see him do the Jinchuriki control.
Mhm.
So I have to appreciate that every ability we ever see Naruto do is never a surprise. It's never, where did you pull this out of your ass? You know what I mean? One Piece has moments like where'd you get to through there? You know what I mean? Yeah, you're Soru, yeah, whatever.
Okay.
Sometimes like, where are you guys getting these abilities? But Naruto, we have always seen his progression. We know why he can do what he can do. He's never surprised about how strong he is, and I have to appreciate that.
Okay. And what would you say is your least favorite thing about it?
Uh,
Oh, him.
the lack of endings of conversations, as I said, like the Payne thing and the Obito thing is where it's you put Naruto on an actual back foot where this guy doesn't know what to do. And I think it's a good moment when Naruto says, I don't know. But it's like instead of learning what you should do, it's just kind of like other random shit happens at this point.
Mhm.
Almost as if that's underneath the rug. And it's like, okay, we're over. It's like, wait, I didn't hear the answer. And it's like, yeah, well, it's okay. That to me is pretty bad.
Okay. Glam. I want to hear from you. Maybe there. I don't know if he's
Favorite
like
thing about it and worst
least favorite thing
about
about it. Least favorite thing about it.
Least favorite thing about it has to be the main cast for me.
Okay.
Like I am not moved by any of Team 7 at all. I like Naruto in the beginning of the story, but I never liked Sasuke, never liked Sakura, never liked Kakashi either.
Oh shit! I kind of like. I used like Kakashi.
Well, I think the difference for me, like, I think this is where I differ with guys like Pat and Simula. They get sucked into the cool shit. They love that kind of stuff. I do not like that shit. I'm a intellectual.
Oh Jesus!
But yeah, like that sort of like I never really get sucked into like the cool character vibe. Like that's why I've never really cared for Itachi either.
Okay.
My favorite thing.
I don't even care if
I
it's a
guess
character, bro. It could be something
this
simple
isn't
as a
even
character.
necessarily. I mean, this is more of an anime thing, but for me, I think the one thing that carries me throughout the thing that I love the most about the series is honestly the anime's music. And I know
Okay.
it's a very niche answer, but Naruto's soundtrack is fucking incredible. especially in moments where you're trying to feel emotion.
Mm-hmm.
Like
In
for
the
instance,
first one at least, Shippuden
even well,
soundtrack is dog shit.
Is it?
I like a lot of Chippuden's stuff, but there's specific ones. It's not all of them because there are a lot of unmemorable ones in Shippuden too. But I'd say like for mainly for emotional moments, like for Kushina and Minato, I like a lot, but I think the scene for me is carried with the music that's playing during the moment itself when they die.
Okay.
Like
Hmm.
that's my favorite thing outside of that because I can't really say like characters or setting or hell no to themes or or even like the plot is like my favorite thing about it. And the combat I always thought was a tad a bit overrated, but that's just me.
All right. What about you, Griever?
I think my favorite thing about the series is that it's over. No,
Loki isn't
uh,
though. We suffering through Boruto.
I mean, no, that's part of it. Basically, my a favorite thing I would have to say is what I sort of was saying before was the cast outside of Team 7. Honestly, they range from meh to mediocre to not bad.
Mm-hmm.
There's no one really to super hate. They have a pretty solid cast of characters, some underdeveloped and blah blah blah. But are they really terrible characters? No, not really. It's the shitty main cast that really drags the series down. So I'm gonna take my best and worst thing, my favorite thing being worst thing is the main cast of Team 7. Best thing is the fact that they had a supporting cast that at least I could sink my teeth into when we had an Itachi chapter, a Jiraiya chapter, and an Orochimaru chapter. You know?
Okay.
Hmm.
Um, who didn't go?
I didn't go.
Go ahead.
Um, I was actually sitting here thinking while everyone was talking, what is my favorite thing about Naruto? And I was drawing up a lot of blanks. So
That's why I said Pat did ask. That's why I said music too.
I was gonna say I really love the way he handled Minato's character. I think that was the one character that he did not fuck up on at any point.
Really?
Yes.
That's
I
interesting.
hate that man.
That's interesting to
That
me.
guy sucks.
I
No, see, cause this
I'm
this is
probably in
why I
the
like
middle
him,
of both
right?
of you. But keep going. Keep going. What else you to
So
say?
I like him because we first get told that he was a genius, but we never saw nothing from him. And then like he had a reputation that was out of this world. And then when we finally started to see pieces of him and his personality and what he was like, he actually fit the billet of what his reputation was. Like we actually got to see him stop one of the fucking war fronts of the Third Ninja War by himself. We
Mm-hmm.
saw him like rescue Kushina when they were kids, and we saw like when he became the Hokage. We saw when he came to the battlefield during the Fourth Ninja War and was doing all types of shit that he shouldn't have been able to do, but he picked up on it on the fly. He was getting compliments from the second Hokage talking about something his jutsu is better than mine. I'm the one that made it. I'm like, bro, this nigga constantly, time and time again, like he's proven why he has this reputation. Even when they was trying to do the reanimation jutsu to bring Madara back for good, and Obito was doing the setup for it in the beginning, he realized that Obito was the one that he had put the teleportation jutsu on way back when, all those years ago, and he was able to teleport right in front of him and slash his fucking neck, like no hesitation. And even that fight when he fought Obito, I can't even believe I forgot about that shit. We saw this nigga Obito fucking give everybody to run around with his Kamui. Nobody knew what the fuck to do. Minato figured out how to handle it in like within the first clash of fighting him and was able to hit him with the Rasengan. Like, bro, he's actually a genius. Everything he does just impresses me. So that's my favorite thing about it.
Wait, can I add one quick thing too? Then going
Go
off
ahead.
that. I guess one thing I do appreciate this. We were kind of talking about in the Bleach stream, but Naruto I think does handle the overall concept of genius well, where we it's I hate when series have like one genius character and it's just the offer like it's like kind of like sucking his character off. In this, we have multiple geniuses, and it really shows, and I appreciate that. So yeah, I agree. Minato is a genius. Itachi is a genius. Kakashi was a genius. You know what I mean? We have a lot of genius characters that actually as adults fulfilled their potential and actually had presence and agency. And I appreciate that. I
think
don't
that
like
applies for some
Minato.
of them. I don't think it applies to all of
A
them. I'm not
Neji?
gonna lie.
Yeah, that's fair.
I don't think it applies to Neji. I think Itachi is hit or miss based on how you
Neji.
perceive him. I think Kakashi is a definite no to a genius.
Chief
I think
asking,
Chidori
No, he is a
Chief
genius. No,
asking, was
Kakashi
Sasuke
is
a
a genius.
genius?
Yeah, they're
No.
geniuses.
Kakashi's a genius.
Kakashi's a
Yes.
genius. He just sucks.
No,
That's
no.
all
Was
it is.
Like,
Sasuke a
I
genius?
don't even think Kakashi is
Genius,
Pat, to be
it just
honest. Like I don't see
okay.
that.
Wait,
He's a
Sasuke
genius
is
based
genius.
on
It
his
just doesn't show as
reputation and
much.
his resume.
Okay, he is a okay. Wait, so one, the Sasuke is a genius. It just doesn't show because his older brother is just better.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, he's overshadowed. Fair
Kakashi
enough.
is a genius because he is the we have an on-brand thing of him becoming a Chunin at 6 and a Jonin at 12.
Yes.
That is a
And
genius.
he was Anbu
He
Black
created
Ops.
his own jutsu at 12. And it's a jutsu that's like what, A rank, S rank,
I mean, how
Chidori.
many characters?
Yeah, it's
my
A-rank
thing with
jutsu.
that kind of stuff is that how many characters are making jutsu on their own in the first place?
Not many.
and exactly, and that's why it doesn't seem impressive to me because all the named characters in the story, there's like a small amount of them that do, but I never see how they do it. For one, and then two, it's like,
Well, we know
okay,
how he did it.
it's like, okay, like what are these? What jutsu are you making? Because this is one of my problems with Orochimaru. He's like, oh, I have all these jutsu I made. Where are they? Where are they?
What do you mean?
I
What do you mean,
agree.
bro? Snakes.
I agree.
I
No,
got
I
snakes.
agree. His
It's because
title
Orochimaru is
is knowing.
technically one of the biggest geniuses in the story, and Kakashi's loved as
Yes.
a genius because of all he copies and mainly because of Lightning Blade. But it
Well,
doesn't.
no,
Honestly,
his title of copy ninja and his genius isn't the same because he was held as a genius before he got the Sharingan.
It goes hand in hand.
I somewhat agree.
Yeah.
Like, well, because so like the only jutsus that we know work
Low
that
tier
were created by somebody is Shadow Clone, the Flying Raijin, and
and Chidori and Rasengan.
and Ito Tensei. One that created 3 of them is the second Hokage. One that created Rasengan is the 4th, and Kakashi created his own based off another. So I think just based purely off that, he is a genius. Now, is Kakashi like one of the best fighters or whatever? Sometimes I kind of disagree. Now, I will agree with you on the point that how do you know 1,000 jutsus and can't really escape some of the situations that you've been in? Bad writing. You know what I mean?
They said
But
Hashirama's
I
sperm
do
is a
think
genius. That's crazy.
Wait,
Hilarious.
very
You talk
true.
about
But
Themselves.
I think he is a genius. And going back to the Minato thing, Pat,
Mhm.
I just think Minato is what's the male version of a Mary Sue?
Gary Stu.
Oh, Gary Sue. Oh,
He's a
that's
fucking
what your
Gary
problem
Sue.
is?
I mean,
Because
I'd say you could say that about a lot of characters in Naruto too.
no, because Kiz is specifically retconned in the war so he can be sweeter than what he is. He already was impressive on screen, but we give him mastery of Nine Tails and Sage mode, which we know he didn't have.
Yeah, I thought that was nonsense, but you know.
Yeah, but
Wow,
By then I was so already like
No, from what I was remembering, it wasn't that he didn't have it, he just never mastered it because he didn't have time. But he knew how to use it.
all right.
Well, no, he specifically, we know he didn't have it because when Naruto learned it and got the specific eyes, they said, you're the first person to do this. But he completed that exact same style in the war. We saw him do it. That's a retcon. And then with the Nine Tails, he died when he got it. There's no way for him to master it.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
But all right.
You know what I mean? So that's my issue. I just think he's a Gary. So that's just like, yeah.
Well, I mean, that's going to tie into my least favorite part about Naruto.
Go ahead.
And Kishimoto is such a fucking piece of shit, dog shit writer. That shit is so fucking flagrant. Like, even when I was 14 years old, I could see the cracks in the writing. I was like, this makes absolutely no sense. And there's countless examples of this. Like, when he fought, when he had Sasuke fight Deidara, right?
Mm-hmm.
They fought, he practically won the fight. And he was on one knee, had no more chakra left. Deidara was exhausted and spent. He had lost. He was upset. Sasuke trying to get answers. He like, where Itachi at? Deidara not listening. He like, I'm gonna go out with a bang, find an explosion, whatever. And they were like, oh, Sasuke caught in a blast. Then next you know, we see Sasuke the next chapter. He's fine. He come out of Manda, Orochimaru's main summon. And then you talk about right before the explosion, I summoned Manda, and then I used Sharingan at the same time to teleport somewhere else. I'm like, first of all, Sharingan's never fucking done that. That's number one. Number two, you were so spent that you couldn't even use your Sharingan at the time beforehand. You couldn't even stand up. And what we know about Kekkei Genkai is that Kekkei Genkai allows the user to use that technique with the bare minimum of chakra allowed. So if he didn't even have enough chakra to use his Sharingan, how the fuck did he pull off a summoning and use his Sharingan again? And then it's not even just like the combat stuff. It's the shit that we were talking about with Payne and Naruto in the conversation, and then Payne bringing everybody back to life after some bullshit example or whatever. Fucking we get to the Shinobi War, fucking we find out that Obito was Toby all along. It was like one of those things that's like so obvious that you want it to not be true because you're just like, it doesn't make any fucking sense. But you're just like, we saw the Kakashi Gaiden. We saw him get crushed by boulders. You're telling me he survived that when he was a child and was living for years? It doesn't make any fucking sense. Even the fucking conversation with Neji and Naruto where he's like, oh, your birthright doesn't determine what you are. If you work hard enough, even the person that has no talent can pass a genius and become the Hokage. And Neji's telling him that no, only those who are born into becoming Hokage or are trained with the Hokage can become Hokage. Then later on, what we find out, all the Hokage either trained somebody who became a Hokage, or they had a spawn or a relative that became the Hokage. First
And they're
Hokage
all
obviously is the
considered
first.
geniuses.
That
Well,
second Hokage is the brother of the first. Third Hokage is the student of the first and the second. Fourth Hokage is the student of the third. Fifth Hokage is the fucking granddaughter of the first. Sixth Hokage is the student of the fourth. Seventh Hokage is the son of the fourth. Like, come on, bro.
not to mention fifth is also the student of the third.
Like, it's just so flagrant to me. Like, I be looking at this shit, I'm like, bro, this shit sucks.
And also, Pat, every single one of those people are considered geniuses in some field, one way or the other.
Medical genius.
This shit pisses me off every fucking
Say
time I look at it. I'm
it's in
just
the
like,
blood,
bro,
baby. It's in the blood.
his writing is just so bad. Like, I can't ignore it.
All right, it's my turn. My favorite thing about the series is Orochimaru. I don't fucking care about nothing else. Just this shit sucks. But least favorite thing about Naruto is how badly it betrays its theme. I'm sorry. I know this is the most common complaint people say about it, but I actually very much agree with it. Like the whole meme of Neji being right. I'm sorry. Like even when I look at Naruto in hindsight and from top to bottom, I go. I remember his mom's name. I want to say Kushina. What was his mom's name?
Yeah, it's Kushina.
She was what part of the Uzumaki clan with like sealing jutsu or whatever. She was the previous host of the Jinchuriki. Okay,
Yes.
interesting. Your dad was literally like a genius and was the fourth Hokage. So even from a birthright standpoint, he was destined for greatness. Naruto naturally already had a large chakra reserve. You have the nine-tailed fox in you, and I'm like, beginning the series makes it look like yeah he's kind of working hard, whatever. So I'll kind of give it that, and then it just completely flips on its head, and I'm like, what is going on? To the point to me where it got mad egregious. Where I just had to like, ever kind of laughter or something like like you just shaking your head in this defeat. This bitch ass nigga Ninja Jesus gonna pop up and say you're incarnate to my son.
God.
Here's some fucking powers. What the fuck is that shit? Where was the hard work? He was fucking born. Where is it? Explain it to me, because not a single Naruto fan has ever beaten me on this specific argument, and I've done it with no knowledge in my head, just vibes, because I don't remember shit about the series. Like, bro, that's egregious. That's just ass. I can't deal.
Nah, and it's worse because it's like when you find out that Naruto's the son of the fourth, like that shit pissed me off immediately. But you're going completely against what your brother wanted.
Because he's
Exactly.
been
All right,
the whole
I
time.
think it should be fine. I don't know, bro. It
Okay.
updated the fucking game. What it keeps updating while I'm streaming? That's so weird.
And realistically, that's the big thing when you think about it, is that Itachi basically told his brother, remember that at this point, the worst part is I
Sorry,
could
guys.
understand
Mhm.
if Itachi, like if Sasuke went on and said my brother was wrong the whole time, but we didn't get enough like inner monologue from Sasuke to make us believe that okay, I know my brother wanted ABC, but I still think XYZ is better. That's not what we got. We got my brother
Wait,
wanted ABC. So I'm going to do XYZ because that's what my brother would want. The math didn't add up.
dang,
That's
I
the
read it not
problem.
too long ago. I think I could be wrong. I think he does though.
He mentions I do remember that because I was trying to do a speed, like not a speed run, but like big moments. He does mention that he goes this. He questions that maybe this isn't what Itachi wanted
yeah,
when
I
he's
think
like in the cave. He
I,
does question it, but the fact that he went through with it before even a shred of doubt went through his mind. I'm going to destroy the leaf village.
yeah, it wasn't very much of a progressive
No.
thought
His
process.
dead brother, his brother's probably if his brother was a ghost who just came out of his body, he's like, I just told you not to do that 5 fucking minutes ago, you dick.
Yeah, but I think you said the thing about Sasuke being a ninja in that, but I think we also remember Sasuke is a specific type of ninja where like he grew up on hatred. So even though his hatred towards his brother may be gone, his thought process has always been oriented around that said concept. You
He
know what I
needs
mean?
somebody to hate. He needs someone to
Yeah,
Yep.
focus the hatred on.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
And then
mean, that's actually not a bad argument. I do admit.
No, I
yeah,
agree with
and then,
that. It's just that his mindset's always been shit to me, and that's why I still think it's bad.
I'm in the
Yeah,
vein. If I
fair.
was Naruto world, I would probably hate everybody. They all kind of like are just dickheads.
Yeah,
So like,
and when you think about it, like we all complain about Sasuke, and fair enough, but how many of us have had our loving brother that we looked up to, our mother and father, blah blah blah, our entire clan slaughtered, our brother's the one who killed our parents in front of our eyes, he made us watch it again and again within a genjutsu for fucking how god knows how many hours or days, and just to make sure that he absolutely fucking despises us, and you think that that 9-year-old's gonna grow up well structured?
not at all.
No.
You know,
And
so
that's also
granted,
another thing
you know,
that goes.
See you tomorrow or whatever rest of the week.
Okay.
I'll see you later, brother. Pat, have a good one. Griever, Miles, have a good
All
one.
right, brother.
All right, bro.
see ya.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what to do. I don't understand how to troubleshoot shit. That's the biggest problem. How do I troubleshoot?
Well, I mean, if the listen, man.
Oh, it's back.
It's
Look,
It's
yeah,
I
back.
but
don't
it's
like
yeah,
pushing, man. At the
but
end
I'm
of the day,
dropping
the
frames like
Wi-Fi.
crazy. It's gonna disconnect again, and I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, if the Wi-Fi is down, if the Wi-Fi is shit, the Wi-Fi is shit. There's nothing that you can do about it.
Mm.
You know, it's based on, just so you guys know, it's based on bandwidth. So if everybody in Naya's like area is all of a sudden doing high spikes of streaming and watching YouTube, Netflix, etc., then the bandwidth of whatever provider he's with is going to go up, and they're going to try to distribute it. They only have like, let's say, 1,000 points. They're going to distribute that 1,000 points to as many customers as possible. That's why streaming at 2 o'clock in the morning in the area you're in, all of a sudden everything's HD and fine. But
Mm.
you know,
I hear what you're saying. I mean, guys, if it goes down again, for anyone who's there, I don't know if it goes down again. I'm gonna record this off stream. Yeah, I'm gonna record this off stream. I'm gonna keep going though. So I'm gonna have to just post this on YouTube later. Nothing I can really do because
okay.
it's not.
I'm
I'm looking at it on stream, and it's just glitchy. So I don't know what's going on. My
all right.
internet's just trash.
I'm gonna jump back and see if I can see.
It's looking
Uh,
kind of fine for me right now. But
it's loading for
oh,
me.
it just went to loading.
Yep, same. Just went to loading.
Yeah,
Hmm. Cause this
yeah,
shit beating my ass. It's just in the red, dropping frames. It's just going. It's like
yeah,
touching the 3,000. It's just crazy.
I mean,
And
it's back now. I don't know how long it's gonna
yeah,
stay. Like,
yeah. We start talking, it'll be gone. I
yeah,
see now. This is what we were talking about. I said, Bleach, you can talk for 6 hours because it's greatness. Talk about Naruto, the internet don't like you. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
oh brother.
Actually, the picture quality just went up too, for me, anyways. Like I'm watching it
It's like right
live
now,
here.
because right now it's currently in the green, but like it's not stabilizing. It just I have no idea when it's gonna drop or not drop. And like,
Mm.
mm,
That's pretty suspect.
Yeah, that's unfortunate, but you know, thank you guys for coming through for the time being. Because I'm gonna keep. Okay, I'll try to keep going. But if it disconnects again, I'm just gonna record it off stream. But you know,
Okay.
what were we talking about though?
Oh, we were just talking about
A lot of things.
Yeah. Wait, if we go back, if we're going back to the Naruto thing.
If I
you wanna
lower my
go-
bit rate, would that help? My video bit rate?
I think lowering the bit rate is better. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Lowering the bit rate helps the streaming.
I'm gonna try
So
something.
you can try that.
I'm out of options. I'm out of options. That doesn't work. Audio's fine. Output is whatever. I
He
don't know.
said maybe this is a sign Naruto is not worth this attention.
See, this is why Pat was here for the Bleach stream, and he was like, we were talking gold, and now we're here like, maybe a bronze medal. I don't know.
Bro, it's because Bleach got a lot of undeserved backlash.
For
And I
no
needed
good
to remind
reason.
these niggas. The
Yeah,
most
that's fair.
iconic phrase in anime and manga when niggas is about to power up is Bankai. When you
But that's
hear
also because,
somebody
as we
say
say,
that
people
shit,
don't read.
No,
People
no,
can't read.
no.
they
Pat,
cannot.
the most iconic is ha ha. Ha. Let's be real.
Nah, I'm just saying, man. When you hear them say, or when you read it, when they say Bankai, and then the enemy's reaction, they know they're fucked.
Oh, dude, you would love
every time.
Pat. You would love my AMV because my buddy, when I made a Soul Society Bleach AMV, like a trailer, like a fan made trailer for the Soul Society arc when I was like 15, 16, and I posted.
Tell
to
me how it
YouTube.
looks and sounds.
What?
Are you talking to us? Or are you talking
Yeah,
to the
yeah,
chat?
yeah. To you guys, like everyone. How does it look and sound? I lowered the bit rate. I don't know if that helps.
Oh,
Right now it's stable.
everything.
It's stabilized for me for the time being, but
I haven't seen a loading screen since you did it.
okay.
No, everything's good. It's actually like very clear.
All right, we're
That's
gonna
fine.
give
All right.
we're gonna give it we're gonna give it one more whirl. I apologize if again, but if it does go down again, I'm just gonna record this with the guys off stream.
Oh, is that Vince?
I'll splice
Yes,
it
it is.
together. What's up,
Hello,
Vince?
Vince.
But I'm going to just jump to the next topic.
Wait,
So
Can I wanted to say something about the one you brought up about the going against his own
go
theme
ahead.
or whatever. I guess I wanted to ask also each of you what do you guys like? How do you define destiny?
Destiny.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll answer it. Destiny is like a predetermined path based on like what the people before you and the people you surround you have done for you in your life. So if your parents are like engineers, right? Then you are destined to take the path of the engineer because the groundwork is already laid down there for you. So whether you have an affinity for it or not, that's a different story. But like you already have a set path for you in life. So that's how I look at it.
Mm.
My problem is the hard work didn't matter.
Okay,
Yeah.
so then I guess my question is like if we're talking about Naruto then, right? Like would it be in his thing, is he even if he never tried, would he be destined to be just automatically strong? Or is it
Yes,
his
yes,
person
absolutely.
or so even if he never trained, he would be as strong as he would.
Michael Jordan was always going to be good at basketball, whether or not he practiced basketball.
Okay. So to answer your
Natural
question
talent is a
about
thing.
this, to answer your question about this, it's different in fiction. In real life, obviously that's a whole completely story. But when we're talking about fictional stuff, well, you basically have written in your story that, all the things that it felt like the character was based off of, how hard he worked because he didn't have no talent, and then you tell me that one of his parents was a fucking Hokage, and the other one of his parents is from a famous clan, and she was like no like weakling herself.
The previous
She's a
Jinchuriki of the Nine Tails.
descendant of Hashirama.
Yeah, so like in what grounds was he going to be like trash unless he was just completely incompetent?
So
Like,
my question would be: is it more